explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry here for Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flush to his right. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. On 1st down, Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Deron Payne in there to drop him for a loss on the play. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Flushed out right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 49 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The tackle by Quincy Williams. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Washington.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll complete this to Gibson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They're going to try and throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
And the Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54 mark. Check.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from... This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington going to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Washington.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Gibson able to push his way through. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This is brought in by Gibson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
A gain of
a good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Washington.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially with...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Hayden Hurst there to make the grab.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He's going to let this one go deep. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
86. Alert 86. Single, 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 single.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's got it. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Double time, 3 down. Hip.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Jags grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion. And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1.
this is incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Open man here, Sims complete. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, watch their team.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Chase Young.
And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Jaguars.
So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flushed out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Washington 41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.